get it sooner or later. It's early for me. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to this live stream. Just got done listening to Our Metal Stage. I've been sitting here warming up for a while, and I still need to warm up a lot. Hey, Mr. Bruce, Our Metal Stage, there you are. How you doing? Adam EVH, thank you guys for the kind words. Thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. Ben Coombs, hey man, how are you? How are you doing, sir? He says, good day, everyone. Mike Ray, Strat Attack. Yeah, I think it's attacking me because I'm sucking this morning, boy. Getting warmed up. You have to bear with me. Bear with me. Please bear with me. Oh man. Let's see. Let me go back on these comments. And let's see. There we go. Sorry. Let's see. Ben Coombs, he makes a statement. He says, Joe, just caught your Larry Mitchell interview. Great stuff. Thank you, man. That was Jim Guidry and myself. We interviewed Larry. I think that was before Christmas, I believe. Yeah, Larry is a good dude, man. I just wish he would use earphones with a mic. It was hard to hear him, but still, he's a great person, man. Very, very kind person. Adam EVH makes a comment. He says, Ben Coombs, you were on our list of shout-outs, and I missed it. Sorry, man. For sure. These comments are fading. For sure, I will next time, brother. We even made a point of making a list and still missed it. Sometimes that happens, Mr. Adam. But there you go, Mr. Coombs. How about that, Adam? I'll relay the message. You know, so there you go. Shout out for Mr. Coombs from Our Metal Stage. Yes, Adam says, hope everybody's having a great day. There's Jaden James 104. What's up, guys? I just missed the Our Metal show. Hey, Joe. Hey, man. How you doing, Jaden? Great coverage, Jaden. At NAMM, man. That was awesome. That was fantastic. Ben says, it's all good, Adam. I thank you for the support. I thank you for the support. I need to go back to bed. Oh, boy. Man, oh, man. Oh, my goodness gracious alive. Okay, I think I got caught up now. Okay, everybody's saying hello to everybody else. All right. That's awesome. Can y'all hear everything okay? Actually, I have the little Black Star Mini behind the phone. So is everything all right? Can you hear it? Can you hear everything? Is that okay? Big Dan Hall, the accountant, is in the house. What's up, Big Dan? How are you, man? Thank y'all for jumping in. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Oh, yeah. Eddie Van Halen for president. I got so many of these crazy shirts, man. It's crazy. Ben Coombs says it sounds good. Thank you, man. Appreciate you letting me know. Thank you very much. Mr. Bruce Anderson is in the house. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Man, I also wanted to, I need to give a shout out myself. I don't know if y'all know this. Maybe you do, or maybe you don't know. But I'm here to drop the news right now. I got an EP coming out. It's supposed to come out February 5th, and it's with my friend Jason. Jason? Who's Jason? Jason Shumbera. Shumbera. S-H-U-M-B-E-R-A. Shumbera. And he's a friend of mine in Florida. You might have seen some of our collaboration videos. He's playing the drums and all that. Cool guy. Really, really, really nice guy. And we have an EP coming out February the 5th. And it's called When Worlds Collide. And so, looking forward to that. He's really excited. I'm excited. I've done got emails saying it's pretty much... It's live, but it's not live because it's on pre-order. So if you want to pre-order it, just type in Shumbera and Wentz on iTunes, whatever. If you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen some of the links I've been putting. I want to put some links in this video too when it's done. I'm going to put some links in here to because it's not under the Joe Wentz Project. It's under Shumbera and Wentz. That's a different group name, right? So I'm looking forward to it, man. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man? Let's see. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And, you know, I'm a big... I don't want to, you know... I'm a big viewer of Adam the Woo's channel. Adam the Woo is a vlogger that I've been watching for a long time. And... excuse me. And he gave a shout out on his Facebook page last night. Now he's pretty big deal on YouTube, man. He's pretty big deal. And he gave a shout out on his Facebook page about the video that Jason and I done, When Love Shines Down. And wow, I have to give a big thank you to the people who commented and support. Thank you so much, man. Gained some subscribers out of that. That was awesome. Some really nice people. Hey, Mr. Bruce, how are you, man? Jaden James says, congratulations, Joe. Look forward to... Thank you, Jaden. Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you so much. And so Adam the Woo gave a huge shout out for that video. I thought that was really nice, man. That really blew me away. That was... I was like, what? You know, so it's really cool, man. And so looking forward for the EP to come out. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been so supportive of the videos, of the collaboration videos. And thank you for the kind words on the little documentary I did yesterday. That was just it was just a crazy idea I had to try to put something together. And I did everything on my phone. That's what's wild. Everything was taken from my phone. Editing, everything was done on my phone. I was like, can you do that on your phone? Is it possible? You know, and it is. It's just that it's time consuming, you know. even though it only clocks in at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. It was fun to do. It's something different, you know. And that's what I look for. That's what any artist looks for, to keep doing something, keep moving forward, right? So there you go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just goofing around, man. So, Mr. Bruce is in the house. Bruce Anderson also. We got both Bruces here. That's awesome, man. Fantastic. Let's see, what else has been going on, man? We, excuse me. Today is Thursday, but it's my Friday. So, looking forward to getting the day over with. Yes, I will be starting it's not really a different schedule. I'll be doing a different run. I just got word this morning. I just got word this morning from one of the supervisors that I have moved up in seniority. So after 18 years with this company, almost 18 years, March 27th or March 29th will be 18 years. After almost 18 years with this company, I'm now the top driver, the #1 driver. That's crazy. I never thought that would happen. I never thought I'd see that. When I first started at this company, I was the bottom man on the pole, and over time you work your way up in seniority, right? And the more seniority you get, you know, y'all know this, the people who's been here a while, I've told you about this, you get better runs, better paying runs, because you can, you know, get more miles, right? So I found out that this morning that I got moved up. I mean, it's no extra money or nothing like that, but it's nice to have another seniority spot because you got a little bit more freedom. Well, I got total freedom now. I can't go any higher, so that's pretty wild. So he said, "You're the new #1 man. What run do you want? You can pick whatever run you want." I said, Myrtle Beach #1. So I'm going back to Myrtle Beach. I'll be going back to Myrtle Beach this Sunday. And I'm going to stay on that sucker too, boy. I'm going to stay. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you very much, man. Excuse me, man. Mr. Bruce. Hey, Joe, I like your haircut. Congrats on the promotion. I remember you talking about that guy in the #1 spot. He retired? No, he did not retire. Let's just say he didn't pass away. He didn't retire. They let him go. Something happened. I can't go into details about it because I wasn't there. Something happened and they let him go. Sad, man. That's sad. That's you know, but I had nothing to do with that, right? I just worry about what I have to do, you know. something out somewhere. This guitar is I think I know what it is. It needs new strings. It's had the same strings on it since I've had it. That's what's wrong with it. It's had the same strings on it for, oh my God, how long have I had this guitar now? I've had it for probably a couple years. That's sad, isn't it? That is so sad. That's lazy, is what that is. But the only thing it has that I don't like, it's got those vintage style tuners. Man, I can't stand vintage style tuners, man. I just don't like it. Mr. Bozique is in the house. I just got here. New Strat, Joe? No, sir. It's not. No. Can you imagine if I got a new Strat? I'd be in trouble. But I do love the look of those new Wolfgang specials. I love the look of those. Those are beautiful, man. Yes, congratulations, Jaden James, on the new axe. Oh, congratulations. That's fantastic, man. That's awesome. Mr. Bruce says, Mr. Joe, get you some locking tuners. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and it's wild that you say that. There was a video I saw. It's on YouTube. Excuse me. And Mike Ray, those vintage tuners are a pain. I hate them. I can't stand them. That's why I haven't changed the strings, because I have so much trouble getting the high string in there and getting it where it'll stay. And I'm just being honest. You know, people say, man, he's crazy, he's stupid, but I hate these things, man. So there was a video on YouTube I saw of a guy. He was like building his own Super Strat. I don't know if y'all have seen this or not. And it's a beautiful black body. It's got a beautiful finish on it. And he's got a, I guess, ebony neck, and it's got it's black up here too. And he puts new tuners on, and I think it's called hip shot tuners. It's locking tuners, and you don't have to do any drilling or anything. He takes the old ones out, puts these plates on, puts the locking tuners in, and puts the nut on the other side, and that's it. Done. You know, I said, that's what I need for this guitar. I remember the name, Hip Shot Tuners. That was the name of it, yeah. And I can't remember the name of that video. Bozique chimes in. He says, I like the new white Wolfgang the most. If you put a red kill switch in it, it'll look like the EVH Signature USA model. Yep, that's true. That is correct. That is correct. Bozique says, I have a set of hip shot locking tuners on my Epiphone SG. They're great tuners. Oh, awesome, man. Can I ask how much these cost? Can you give me a ballpark figure, Mr. Bozique? Oh, Ben Coombs, he has a question in the chat. We were thinking about a segment on guitar repairs. Would that be good? I would love to see that. Mr. Coombs, free thumbs up for me. I'd love to see that. Absolutely. Yes, because when it comes to repairs, like, you know, I'm on thumbs, man. You know, but those hip shot tuners, I think I can handle that. But when it comes to some kind of electrical stuff, I don't touch that. I'm a complete idiot when it comes to that stuff. Mr. Bruce, I think his name is, oh man, is Daryl Braun. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. I couldn't remember. I just seen that video for the very first time yesterday. And it said, I can't remember the title of it, man. Something about making a Super Strat or something. And he put it together, and and he had a floating trim. You know, he had locking tuners, had a floating trim, and he played, man, it was awesome, man. I was like, dang, that guitar looks good, you know? I would love to do that. He's sitting there and put the plate in and everything with all the electronics. He soldered everything. See, I can't, you know, if I did that, it wouldn't work. The guitar wouldn't work, you know? So, hey, Mr. Glover, how are you, sir? How are you doing? Ben Coombs says, consider it done, Joe, on the guitar repair. I would love to see that, man, because that's how you learn. And when, like I said, when it comes to this stuff, you know, I do good to pick the guitar up and play it. When it comes to doing some serious repair, minor stuff, yeah, but serious repair, no. You know, Bo Zeke chimes in with how much those tuners cost, those hip shot that I have a hard time saying. They run from $60 to $70 depending on where you get them. Oh, that's not bad. You know how much I paid for those locking tuners on the Hendrix Strat? Because they had vintage style tuners, and I hated them. I went to Guitar Center, and it was it's like $75. But those I had to drill. I had to drill, and that's what I hated. I was like, oh my God. I had to drill new holes and all that stuff, and I'd never done that before. Luckily, everything went okay. It was fine. Everything was lined up perfect, and all. I was like, whew. So when I saw that about the hip shot tuners, no drilling involved, I said, that's me right there. It's like when you get those models when you was a kid, those snap together models. Snap tight. You know, didn't take any glue. You just snapped them together. That's me. Yeah, that's me right there. That's me right there. Simon Williams from the Bristol, UK. Hey, Joe, hope all is good with you. Thank you, sir. And thank you for your kind comments on the video, man. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well too, my friend. TWF, what's up, man? Thank you for accepting my friend's request on Facebook, man. Ted. Yeah, see, I didn't know what your name was. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. He says, TWF says, I'm waiting on a Graphtec ratio locking tuners to put on my Gibson SG, $118. Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm all about that hip shot. I got to look into that for this because I love this guitar. It's the closest thing I could get to an SRV model, looks and everything. Because I used to have an SRV model and I sold it years ago. So I got this and it was the closest thing I could get to it that I could afford, you know. So I need to put those locking tuners on because now the good thing about that SRV model, it had, I've never seen this, but it had like it had it had vintage style tuners, but it also had the hole in the peg too. So you could do it either way. And of course, these don't have that, you know. I was like, wow, that's cool. Let's see. Ben Coombs, nice to see all the names on here tuning in. Yes, absolutely, man. Bo Zeke says, and a piece of fuzz flying in front of me. Bo Zeke says he has seen some of those, I guess you're talking about the hip shot tuners, in some places for $50. Wow. Now, what's the best place, Mr. Bo Zeke? eBay or Reverb? I don't know. Well, maybe I should go to hipshot.com or something. Maybe I should Google it, you know. Paul Glover says, I'm with you, Joe. I'm not much of a guitar repairman. I'm not. Oh, man. I can tell you a couple of horror stories. Because I didn't want to ruin any guitars. You know, you've heard about people that do something to their guitars. Of course, if it's a cheap guitar, that doesn't matter. But I had a nice guitar back in the day, and I wanted to put a new humbucker pickup in it. And so I soldered it and all that stuff, you know, did it. And yeah, it worked, but I know that soldering job was awful because I don't do that stuff, you know. It worked, but I said I'll never do that again. You know, I'll never do that again. Big Dan Hall chimes in. Guitar Center is a ripoff for new, new tuners maybe? Oh yeah, the lock. Yeah, that's right. Mr. Big Dan, you're right. Yeah, when I went and got the Fender locking tuners, they were $75. Yeah, they were $75 plus tax. So it's right at $80, man. I was like, for locking tuners? So, you know, oh well. Let's see. Ben Coombs. Oh, he's talking to Paul. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Simon Williams, he responds. He goes, yes, I'm good. Thanks, Joe. Just back from Birmingham, England, not Alabama. Oh, man. You mean not here? Oh, Lord, I'm just playing. Let's see. Bo Zeke chimes in again. He says, I heard Ratio are the best locking tuners on the market now, but never tried to get tar with them yet. Okay, see, I'm learning some stuff here. Thank you, Bo Zeke. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's Big Dan. He says, Simon, I'm still stuck in customs. Come help. Somebody go help the accountant, Big Dan. He's trying to get into England. Oh, our metal stage Center. Okay, he chimed in. I know Center. He knows his stuff too. He says, I like hip shot hardware. Have some on my Kiesel and Acacia guitar. Solid stuff. Thank you very much, Center. Thank you, man. Thank you, because I'm definitely getting some for this guitar, man. Definitely. Probably like within the next week or two. As soon as I find out something about my truck. Can you believe my truck is still down at that dude's house? I was like, this coming Sunday will be 2 weeks, man. I mean, all he had to do was put a gasket on the transmission fluid pan. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe something happened. I don't know. I'm not saying nothing bad because I haven't talked to nobody. So hopefully I get some good news soon because I need my truck. You know, I got stuff to haul out of here and get rid of and everything else, you know. Let's see. Simon Williams. I've had, was that Spreezel? Locking tuners on my Strat for 25 years. Absolutely brilliant. That's awesome, man. That is fantastic. Mike Ray, I've messed up on several Floyd Rose guitars. Yeah, I've that's why I've been really cautious about messing with anything when it comes to tearing something down and trying to repair it, because I'm telling you, man, it's just, I know how I am. And I'm like, oh, I can fix that. Just like with my truck. It's the same thing. I tried to fix it. I spent all day and night. Y'all know the story. And I was like, oh, man, you got to be kidding me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bo Zeke chimes in. I bought the hip shots on Musician's Friend, but if you do a Google search, you'll find several different places selling them, mostly $60 to $70, but I've seen them for as low as $50. Thank you, Mr. Bozick. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. If you've seen them on Musician's Friend, I'm sure I can find them on AMS too. So, but I will check. I'll check around. Yeah, you always check around. Yeah, you always check around. The Vigilant. Hey, man, how are you, sir? Thank you, man. I'm behind on these comments. I'm trying to catch up. I apologize. Mr. Bruce shouts out at Our Metal Stage. He says, man, I love that Acacia you have. Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. TWF, Ted, he says, yeah, I know the Graphtec ratio tuners are pricey, but I figure it's worth my sanity trying to tune my Gibson SG with the vintage Kluson tuners. They suck. Oh, yeah. And I also want to get some of that stuff. I'm not trying to sound funny, but it's what it's called. Isn't it called like Big Ben's nut sauce? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You can put it in your right here, and so it helps the strings to slide smoothly, so they don't get hung up in the nut there. I think that would help a lot on the Gibson too. But I've been wanting to try that forever, and I keep forgetting about it. I think it comes in like a little syringe. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like a syringe. And you just put a little dab in the grooves, right? I need to try that. I need to try that. Ben Coombs. Ben Coombs says, I have a feeling if I ever went to visit Joe, he'll have a stack of guitars waiting for me to repair. Oh, no. No, man, I don't have a stack of stuff to repair. No, everything is in great shape. Everything's in great condition. I just... there's just a couple of things I would like to fix. Maybe some minor upgrades, like these tuners. You know, I like to get some gold tuners, locking tuners from Hipshot, put on here, and also on my 50s road worn telly, it's got the same tuner, so I like to replace those as well. So that's two guitars that need those Hipshot tuners. Yeah, and I believe that'd make so much difference. You know, absolutely it would. You know. Mr. Bruce, I know other people that use that nut sauce on their guitars. Yes. TWF says, yeah, it helps. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bruce and TWF. Yeah, I've never tried it. And I was like, man, I like to get some of that and put on my guitars. You know, when I do a string change, you know, keep everything nice and smooth. Mr. Bozique says, Big Ben's nut sauce is good. My guitar tech has a cheaper solution, though. He puts, oh, I've heard about this. He puts graphite pencil shavings in the nut slot. I've heard about that. Yeah. 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 For me, I'm just going to get the sauce and just do it like that, you know. But yeah, you can do the pencil. I've seen that too. I was like, wow, I had no idea you could do that, you know. Hey, Jim Guidry. How you doing, brother? Ben Coombs says, I do the same thing with the pencil shavings. It'll last forever. Wow. I'm learning a lot of stuff here, guys. Thank you very much. Let's see. Wow, these comments are flying. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Ben Coombs says, pencil graphite shavings also work removing burrs on bridges. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. That's awesome, man. TWF says, try the little luber. It's the small syringe. It's $14. Oh, thank you. Okay. Man, I got a lot of stuff to check out. Locking tuners from Hipshot. This sauce. Whatever. Mr. Bruce chimes in. Mr. Joe, you should note those tuners you saw are open case. The mechanism is open to the elements. It was, wasn't it, Mr. Bruce? Yeah. Excuse me. It was, wasn't it? It was, now that you say that. Yeah. But I'm sure they sell some that aren't open to the elements, right? I mean, that's why I'm asking. I'm green as grass when it comes to this stuff, so that's embarrassing, but it's the truth. You know. And yeah, I remember that now, Bruce. Now, Mr. Bruce, now that you say that, because he was, yeah. Yeah, that was, I can't believe you found that video, man. That's Mr. Bruce is on top of the investigation work. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. But yeah, I like to get some of that and check it out, man. That's awesome. Sorry, man. Just had to play a couple of chords, right? Our Metal Stage says, hey, Jim Guidry. What's going on, man? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs ups, man. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Again, I will put links in the description of this video when it's over for the upcoming EP that's about to drop on February 5th. I will put links for t-shirts. There will be links there for music. Again, my stuff, if you want it. Social media, all kind of cool stuff, you know. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you know, hit me up. I'll follow you back. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's up to you, you know. I don't really put the Facebook thing in there too much. I don't know why. I just don't. But if you can find me on Facebook, it's just Joe Wentz, you know. And send me a friend's request, man. You know, I've had a lot of requests probably the past couple of months. You know, it's been a lot. So a lot of very nice people, man. And it's very cool to be in this community of friends. You know, it's very awesome, very cool. So thank y'all, everybody, for being so kind. I guess Jim has to leave. He says, be safe, everyone. Have a good day. Be safe, Mr. Jim. I know he's busy, man. He's taking care of the Ponderosa out there. Hard at work. All right, man. Mr. Bruce says, so true. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's saying bye to Jim. That's awesome. Yeah. So, as you probably know, I'm not using this today, right? I usually do use this, but it takes a lot of, you know, if you want it to be right, I got to set up my other mixer, microphones, inputs, and all that. And I said, I'm just going to do the raw approach. So I have the amp behind the phone, right? So. I can't wait to get some new tuners. That'd be nice, you know. Let's see. Wow, we got 7/8. What's up, man? Let's see here. Man, we got everybody hopping in. Let's see. Wow. Bozique chimes in. By the way, Joe, or anybody else in the chat, what was your favorite stuff from the NAMM videos posted on there? Mine had to be the new cheaper price vintage Marshalls and the Boss Katana Artist amp. Wow. I missed that. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. I missed the Boss Katana Artist amp. I missed that. My favorite thing would have to be the new Wolfgang specials and the standards. That would be my favorite. Those colors on those standards are beautiful. I love that stuff. Dry Heat, how are you, man? How are you doing? My ear keeps popping for some reason. Yeah, the colors on those standards, I love those. And, of course, those 3 Wolfgang specials, the candy apple, the ivory, or the white, and then that orange. That was awesome. You know, that was my favorite. The favorite thing to see. You know, that's really the thing that caught my eye, because that's what I was looking. I was like, what's EVH going to come out with this year? You know, of course, it was some different colors, which was cool. You know, Bozique says, I love the green standard and the popsicle orange special and the white one. Okay, popsicle orange. Yeah, those were beautiful, man. Beautiful guitars, man. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, 7/8 says the candy apple finish was his favorite. Mine too, man. That was, I mean, I saw that. It's got that sparkle to it. I was like, oh, God almighty. I was like, is that going to be next? I don't know. Probably not, you know. Oh, boy. You won't see Joe no more on here. Man. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Ben Coombs says, I'm still catching up on NAMM coverage. The Greg, what was that, Koch amp is sweet. Man, he He is amazing, man. I sit there and watch some of his videos. Mr. Coombs, I guess it was a few months ago. No, it wasn't that long ago. Maybe a month ago. And he was playing a Telecaster, and he was demoing one of his amps. And holy smokes, man, that guy can rip. And I was like, my God. And amazing guitar player. And those amps were nice, too. Yeah, he was just phenomenal. I was floored, man. I was floored at his playing ability. Mr. Bruce says, yeah, I think the best special is the Candy Apple Red Metallic. Yeah, it's amazing. They knocked that out of the park. You know, I was like, wow. 708 says it looks great with the chrome hardware. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, it stands out, don't it? It's different. And it's still the same price as a regular special, man. It is on the site that I looked at. You can pre-order them now, but they're not. Of course, they're not going to be available till spring. But I was like, man, that's all right there. That's beautiful, you know. Ben Coombs says, yeah, he's a Munster player. Greg, is it Koch or I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. But he is an amazing guitar player, man. And he seems like a really cool guy too, man. Bozique chimes in. He says, I thought blues is easy to play. Then you watch Greg, is it Koch? And you can't figure out what the F he's doing. Yeah, he's something else, man. I try to come in here before I go live, and I try to play for at least 30 minutes to try to get warmed up, you know. And I just have to, because here lately, I guess it's age setting in, but here lately I notice I'll play in my hands. I get a little bit of, not pain, but it's just kind of like, ugh, you know. I guess it would be pain, you know, just a little bit here and there. But after I play for about 30, 45 minutes, it's fine. I guess it's just old age, man. So that's why I always try to keep the fingers going, you know, every day. Because you just, you know, they're not, you know, I'm not 22 years old anymore. So it takes a little bit more work, you know. Yeah, Ben Coombs says Greg Koch is doing that hybrid chicken picking thing. Yeah, I've seen a lot of guitar players do that. You know, you have to watch really close, and you'll see that middle finger and sometimes ring finger do a tick, 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 tick. I can't do that stuff, man. I can't do that to save my life. I can't do it. I'm doing good to do a minor pentatonic scale, you know. Simon Williams, I love that his amp is called the Greg and not the... yeah, me too. Absolutely. Oh, Bozique says, I think his name is pronounced like the dirty word for rooster that you can't use on the air. I don't know either. I didn't want to say that because I can't remember how it's pronounced, so I don't want to insult anybody, because that is being very careful. Simon Williams says, yes, absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to do that, you know. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, oh Lordy mercy, getting ready to wrap things up here in just a few minutes, and I've got to get ready to head to work. This is my Friday, even though it's technically Thursday. It's my Friday. So if there's any last remarks, anything anybody's got to say, this is the time to do it, because we'll be wrapping up very soon. Ben Coombs says, speaking of chicken picking, a buddy of mine was in Nashville last week, and he met Johnny Highland and got a free lesson. Man, you talk about an amazing player. Johnny Highland, man. Holy smokes, dude. Whew. I think Rob Chapman is a huge fan of his, too. Our Middle Stations, have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Senator. Mr. Bruce, is always a pleasure. Joe, drive safe. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yes, Bozique says he's legally blind, too. Yeah, ain't that something, man? I think he's on Steve Vai's label. Yeah, I think he signed the Steve Vai's label. I can't remember the name of that label. man, I remember when Steve I had that going back in the day. Y'all remember that? When he had that in the magazines and people could, I guess, try out for that label. Y'all remember that? I remember that. I was like, that ain't no sense in me. Simon Williams says, safe driving tonight, Joe. Great hanging out with the gang. Thank you, Mr. Williams, and I hope you have a great day too, sir. Thank you very much. Ben Coombs says, yes, he is, Joe. He is with Steve I's label. Okay, yeah. What is it? I can't remember the name of that. Man. Anyway, so yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. Very, very awesome. Very awesome player. And I want to say he got, didn't he get Eric Johnson on his label too? I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, all right. Everybody's signing off. I'm getting ready to check out myself. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, everybody. Zeke. All right, guys. Later. Have a great day, Joe and everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Ben Coombs. Shrapnel. No, it's not shrapnel. It's not shrapnel. I can't think of the name. I have to Google it. I have to Google it. Steve Vai's record label, you know. Okay, Mr. Bruce says, everyone enjoy your day. At least touch your guitar today. 708 says, later, everyone. Rock on. TWF says, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, y'all be sure to tune in to Ben Coombs if he goes on later, or, you know, Johnny Bean, Our Metal Stage podcast. All those guys are great, man. You know, great people. So, and thank you for checking this out. Look right here for the subscribe button. Right here's another video for you. Until next time, this is Joe, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.